going on, everybody, and welcome to a Smart Investor channel. Alright, so some of you asked me to do an update on SNPR, so that is Volta Charging. They've been pretty flat for the last week and they have yet to confirm a merging date. I personally find this company very interesting with great potential with their cool charging stations. You gotta admit, guys, it's pretty smart that they are using them as advertising, which makes total sense. Now, while I really like this company, I think there are now several EV charging companies gone public, and investors may have difficulty choosing amongst the competitors. So stick around until the end as I'll be breaking down the most recent news. We'll do a technical chart analysis and as well as my buying strategy. For those new to the channel, I'm a corporate professional stock investor, real estate investor, and a passionate gamer. So all I ask in return, guys, is to please smash that like button, subscribe, and hit that bell notification to not miss any of my future videos. Guys, this truly helps the channel, so thank you so much for hitting all those buttons below this video. Before moving on, if you trade in different currencies like USD or Canadians, like I do, and you'd love to save tons of money when exchanging your dollars, then use my link below to transfer wires to start saving now and getting some perks by using my personal link. Now let's get back to business. Alright guys, so just as a reminder, I just wanted to go over very quickly through their expectations and estimations in terms of revenues, okay? So let's look at this, and I think it's important, guys, because you as an investor, you need to do your own due diligence, and also in the next earnings, you need to be comparing these numbers to see what is the delta, so what is the difference in the numbers, financials, and compare their actual earnings against their estimates, because that's going to tell a lot about the company and the direction of this company as well. So for 2020 full year, they're expecting to have done $25 million. So I don't know what's the next earnings date. I haven't seen in any news. If one of you has it, please leave it in the comments below. But definitely that will be a meeting that I'll want to hear as well, because it's going to tell a lot about the financials, but also about the projections and the vision of the company, guys. Very important. What is high management saying about the next contracts, where they're going to locate their charging stations, where they're aggressively investing, and so on and so forth. So 25 million for 2020. So that should be something they're able to confirm to us shortly. The next number, very important, this year, $47 million. So that would be almost double from the previous year. So this is going to be very crucial. As you just saw, Romeo completely missed the mark. And so that's going to be very key for any SPACs who are either close to a startup or have been in a few years into the company, but have low projections for last year and this year. It will be crucial for them to prove themselves. Some will succeed, some won't. Some will merge. There's going to be acquisitions, guys. So don't be surprised about this in the next year or two, as we see more competitors and more startups in the same industry. So this is why it's going to be crucial for Volta Charging to be impressive and be able to convince us as investors that our money is good in this company and to increase our investments. So for 2022, it's going to be $141 million. It's going to be double in 2023, and by 2025 should be close to $1 billion. So those are the expectations. According to them, their EBITDA should be break even by 2022. So that's very soon, guys. Very key. All right, keep those numbers in mind, guys. Now let's look at the most recent news. All right, guys. So in terms of the most recent headlines for this company, we have here 26th of March, Volta Charging maximizes network installation efficiency using Site Tracker. So this is simply a software to help them actually manage their data and be more efficient, be more lean, and project management, so they can actually use this data, leverage which locations throughout the United States is the most efficient to actually install their charging stations, so they can optimize and maximize. Okay, that's in a nutshell. Volta Industries names global HR executive Julie Rogers as chief people officer. That's March 4th. And well, this one's old news. So be honest here, the news, there haven't been many in the last week or so, and I'm hoping that Volta Charging can start leveraging their marketing and publicity here for investors, because this is a very attractive product and I think they can do a better job in that sense. Now let's move to the technical analysis. All right, guys, so Volta Charging, that is SNPR ticker symbol, is currently sitting at $11, and that is plus 5% on the trading day. And that didn't start really good for them, by the way, because they were negative as we started the dating trade today, and I'm glad to see that this got positive. Okay, guys, so what we need to see here, the floor seems to be here at $10, very flat. So right here, as you can see, if today wasn't a green day, quite honestly, I believe that this wasn't a downtrend to actually retest those $10 very low, which would have been an opportunity to get in. My second thought on this stock, because it's a charging station and it's going against Blink and ChargePoint, as you know, just to name a few, I personally think that this is the most undervalued one right now based on their product that clearly has an advantage for the moment, and secondly based on their financial projections. Okay, but like I said, this is my cautionary investor comment. I haven't seen their full year 2020 earnings, so that will be crucial and fundamental to see also Q1 of 2021. And based out of that, and based out of the next earnings for ChargePoint, Blink, and so on, I think we will start seeing some movement in these stocks. Now, I personally believe that once we see the earnings for all those corporations, there's definitely gonna be a lot of profit taking and a downfall for a few of those, because evidently those are still not making any kind of strong sells, especially for those who are highly richly evaluated at this point. Think about ChargePoint when it was at 40 bucks, or Blink. It just made no sense, guys, right? We're paying so much right now for 2025 that they haven't even proven for this year or next year. So personally, I'm a cheap investor and I like to buy very low, and especially to have reassurance in terms of the financials and that they're on track of what they promised to deliver. So that was just my cautionary comments here as an investor. Now, secondly, okay, so this is the floor. I'm still invested into this one, by the way. I did take a lot of profits, by the way, when it actually hyped here in the high $16, but I did leave some shares and I did rebuy here on the low. So I am trying to see here how this is gonna play out and see if it's gonna fall to the $10 and below before I repurchase more stock of this company, or if it starts actually breaking the downtrend and going upwards. Okay, so what we need to be attentive here as investors, and personally speaking, I'm not a financial advisor, but this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna wait and see if it goes to $10 and retest this in the next few days or weeks. Now, that will be my first buying point. My second buying point will definitely be below $10 if it reaches the $9 level. And that will only occur, I believe personally, if we still see a bearish sentiment in the markets, especially with the NASDAQ and Russells. Now, personally, I wouldn't load up at these prices of $11, like let's say today. I know that Biden came out today and said and announced great news for the EV sector, a lot of stimulus checks they're going for the companies supporting the industry. So I love it, love it, love it. That's going to be a hype for today, maybe tomorrow. We'll see how that plays out. But there is a scenario where people are going to take profits, right? And that this may be a bear trap. Who knows? It's yet to be confirmed in the next few days. So that's why personally I'm going to be very cautious, and I will not hesitate to take any profits or reduce my positions in especially the SPACs and those that we haven't seen strong earnings or fundamentals still present. And I will wait for the dust to settle. That is my personal thoughts, okay? But I'd love to know what are your thoughts and what are you doing during this very bearish market, especially in the NASDAQ and Russell. Finally here, guys, the resistance level, as you can see, it's been selling off for the last weeks. Right here, and right here many times. It's at the $11, and guess what? Today we're exactly at that level, $11, and it's struggling to go above that, as you can see. So this will be crucial, guys. If we can break this and achieve the $12 level and consolidate there, then that will be tremendous good news, because that means we will be out of the downtrend, as you can see right here, right? The lower highs and the lower lows. So hopefully here this will be a reversal and we start seeing some uptrend. And then the things that you'll have to keep in mind as investors, guys, is the earnings. As I said, very important, fundamental. And the second is the merging date. Once it's confirmed, guys, by experience personally, usually the EV stock SPACs get hyped before the merging and then they sell off immediately after the merging date. So it depends on you. If you want to play the trading there and be short profit taker, that's all good. I do that. And then those companies that I really fundamentally believe in, I will take some short profits, but I will keep a small position to re-enter post-merger at a good and decent price, and then leave it for the long-term investment. So listen, guys, those are my thoughts. Please leave me your comments below. I'd love to share about this one, because listen, at the end of the day, we're all in this together and we're here to make profits. That being said, please smash that like button, guys, right here below the video. It truly helps, and it helps me to continue to do this kind of content for you. And don't forget to hit that notification bell after you're subscribed so you don't miss any of my future videos. Everybody have an amazing day, and I'll see you next time. Peace out.